auctions. I have never taken part in one myself, but you have. So you're at the auctions, whether they are online or in real life. You've got some tips and tricks for us.
Yes, and these are more of what not to do tips, because you learn by my mistakes.
Good.
This is how I figured I'd frame it. So I am obsessed with online auctions because you can be ruthless in your pajamas. I love it. You like take the gloves off and put the slippers on and you're totally into it. So the thing when you're doing an online auction is you really need to read what you're getting because you can't often see, touch, and feel. So you really rely on the photos and the description. So in one case recently, I bid on a lot that said table of brass. And this was the table of brass.
You thought it was a brass table?
Well, no, it's the whole lot. So you kind of go, oh, wow, like the price was really low.
Okay.
So I ended up getting all of these goodies. And the reality is you have to take everything. I really only saw like the pheasants that I loved. I knew that I wanted those. Didn't really care about like the mini anvil or the monkey hook, to be honest. There are things that I didn't need. However, what I didn't read and realized when I got to pick up my lot of things is it wasn't table of brass, it was table and brass. And the table was gigantic and heavy and ugly, really ugly. And I had also bid on a ton of other things in that auction, so my van was already filled to the brim. And here I am with this table going, anybody want a free table? Hey, you want a free table? Could not give it away to anybody to save my life. So I actually had to leave it on the curb and come back for a second trip. And then I donated it to the Restore, where somebody else would put on glasses of potential and find it there and do something wonderful with it, because I didn't really want it.
Good tip.
Yeah, so read the fine print, and especially when you're reading about scale and size of items. So saw the picture of these lovely 2 chairs, and I was like, oh, we're redoing the dining room. These could make amazing, nice, grand dining room chairs. And as you could see, they're perfect for the child's table. I showed up and I was like, no, those aren't them. Take me to the big gold gilded chairs, and yeah, these were them. The price was still right.
Little dolly chairs.
They're very petite.
They're very cute.
They're lovely, but just not for the dining room table unless I want to be sitting here at the table, right?
Really tough for online. You can't see sizes.
No, but
you have
gamble.
to read the measurements, right?
Sometimes you like make off with the best deal and you just score, and other times you have petite chairs.
You have little dolly chairs.
Yes.
Okay, let's join our other guests because you guys have experiences as well with auctions. Janice, do you use auctions online, real life?
Yes.
And yes.
What do you usually get at your auctions?
So I've gone with the furniture before, especially more like I grew up in the country, so they have like the farming and they like those more like in the barn, and it's like those really cool, like a full set of like dishes sort of thing, you know, for like $8 or something. So I've done lots of that.
Yeah.
But then now I've discovered there's this one site, and they were clearing out, they're auctioning off all of the store's contents, and there was a rack, and the rack was included, but it had 8 handbags on it, and one was an Hermes. So I was bidding I didn't get it, and that's why I was just telling Randy that, like, you know, I literally put it in my phone with a reminder, like, go check bid, go check bid, go check bid, and when it closes, and then that's the plan, because the last like 3 minutes is a flurry, and you get caught up, and you can lose your mind in those last 3 minutes.
Oh, you totally get caught up.
Yes, because you can just keep putting down more money than you really want to spend because you need to get it, right?
So I actually will put in my reminder how much I'm like, this is my, and I'm like, I'm out.
And some sites will let you bid your max, and it'll auto bid for you if you're not available until you hit your max, and then you're just out of the game. And then that's when you can just like let your hair down and go in and go crazy if you want.
When you put a bigger max in.
Right, so you change your max. That's exactly it.
Any cautionary tales, Janice?
Read all the fine print and measurements. I'm like spatially challenged, so I think I know what a foot is, but I really don't. I don't.
Yeah, okay, read. How about you? Any auctions?
I always do restaurant auctions.
You do?
Yeah, and I've had some like incredible finds, like a really high-end restaurant went and changed everything in Toronto, and I bought almost the entire contents because I was doing more of a farm-themed restaurant. I wanted it a little bit more beat up, and it was real leather and just gorgeous, and you just feel like, man, I'm so smart.
Yes.
And then you go back and you try to do it again, you're like, I just bought the worst stuff in the world. So the moment you think you're smarter than you are, you always get caught. Yes.
Is there any kind of a timetable that you can be thinking about or looking at when it comes to auctions? Like, or is it just luck of the draw? You go on, maybe they're selling out, maybe they're not.
A lot of sites will actually post the coming up auction, so they preview. So like I was joking with Janice, I end most of my days, sadly, by just doing a skim of what's on and what's coming up. Just so it's like spidey senses are tingling in case there's something that I want.
I love it. It's good. But I mean, organization is key. And if you take anything out of this show, it's that you actually have to think and plan and be organized.
For sure.
And that's how you save your money.
Due diligence.
Right?
Yes.